Opening scene. The video begins with visual flashes of London in the 1940s and Paris under German occupation. A soft golden light overlays these scenes, reflecting the timeless beauty and mystery surrounding the story. WWII. This may be controversial, but true elegance isn't just about appearance. It's about strength, grace, and an unshakable spirit. Let me take you on a journey of one of history's most extraordinary women. A princess, an author, and a spy with unparalleled courage. This is the story of Noor Inayat Khan. By the end of this video, you'll see bravery and beauty like you never have before. Segment 1. Noor's early life. Visuals of a young girl running in stunning gardens and traditional Indian-inspired architecture. VO. Born in 1914 in Moscow to Indian Sufi parents, Noor Inayat Khan lived at the crossroads of many worlds. Her father was a direct descendant of Tipu Sultan, that great ruler of Mysore, and a Sufi master himself. Her mother was an American. Noor grew up in a culturally rich household filled with music, poetry, and spiritual teachings. But more than anything, Noor was extraordinary. From a young age, her luminous charm and all-encompassing kindness made her stand out. You could say she was an artist in every sense. She played the veena, wrote children's stories with breathtaking imagination, and spoke several languages, including English, French, and Hindi. Segment 2. The shift to Europe. Visuals of Noor's family moving to England and then France, as Noor begins to grow into a young woman. WWII. Their family eventually settled in France. It was here, amidst the romantic boulevards and sprawling countryside, that Noor's artistic spirit flourished. It's easy to imagine her strolling the streets of Paris, wearing long, flowing dresses that spoke to her Indian roots combined with modern European flair. Imagine a woman ahead of her time, soft, elegant, yet fiercely independent. While she adored art and writing, Noor knew life was more than her personal work. The world around her was changing rapidly. Segment 3. Enter World War II. Visuals of men enlisting, young women looking determined, and Paris being occupied by German forces. Cutaway images of Noor in reflection, looking both pensive and resolved. WWII. When World War II broke out and France fell to German occupation, Noor could have hidden away, lived quietly as an author. But that's not who she was. Instead, she joined the Women's Auxiliary Air Force in Britain, becoming a wireless operator. But this was only the beginning. Noor caught the eye of the British Special Operations Executive, the SOE, a group dedicated to espionage and sabotage behind enemy lines. They had one key question. Could she infiltrate Nazi-occupied Paris as a secret agent? A question that few had the courage to face, and even fewer would survive attempting. Noor said yes. Segment 4. Noor's impact as a spy. Visuals of Noor honing her training, shooting, operating wireless equipment, and disguising herself. Atmospheric shots of shadowy streets in Paris filled with tension. VO. The life of a spy was dangerous, and yet Noor handled it with grace and skill. As a wireless operator, she carried the lifeblood of communication for the French resistance. This was grueling work. She had to constantly avoid detection, moving from place to place, keeping messages secure. If caught, even the smallest sliver of information could mean death, not just for her, but for an entire network of resistance fighters. But Noor defied the odds. Despite challenges, despite a few close calls, she was steadfast in her mission, showing a level of courage that has rare parallels today. Segment 5. Danger lurks. Visuals grow darker. A stormy Paris evening, figures cloaked in shadows, and Gestapo officials looming ominously. Noor continuing her work with a calm, determined expression. VO. But fearsome bravery doesn't always guarantee safety. Noor's work was so critical that it eventually made her a high-priority target for the Nazis. Betrayed by an informant, she was captured by the Gestapo. Now most would have assumed this was the end. But here's what makes Noor's story unbelievable. Even under the harshest conditions, interrogations and isolation, she refused to betray her comrades. She stood resolute, holding on to her principles and honor as firmly as ever. Segment 6, Noor's Legacy. Gentle music, visuals of Noor in different cultural and elegant outfits. Sari, European dresses, as the narration shifts toward her lasting legacy. WWII. Noor Inayat Khan stands today as an emblem of quiet, unshakable strength. Awarded the George Cross, she is remembered not simply for her sacrifices, but also for holding on to beauty, kindness, and her individual light even in immense darkness. Her story isn't just a history lesson, it's a message for us all. Grace isn't a soft quality, it's made of steel. True elegance lies in living your values even when it's hard. Wouldn't you agree? Closing scene. Shots of sweeping vistas and historical images of Noor, followed by the words, "To the woman who stood unbroken." End with a soft golden hue fading to black. WWII. Now that you know her story, let's take a moment to honor not just the woman Noor Inayat Khan was, but what she continues to represent today. Beauty in courage, strength in kindness, a legacy that whispers to us, carry your light boldly, always.